They're showing up to the fuel dock.
Oh, sociopath?
Well, 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 look who finally showed up. Isn't it our old friends? Showing up to the fuel dock.
Good morning.
Morning.
Are these partners of yours?
Yeah, we've been side by side.
You blocked your own partner.
We didn't know they were coming. And thanks for eating up the chop yesterday. That really helped us out.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Fenders and lines, fenders and lines. Every damn time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Back at the helm.
Yes, it feels good.
Good.
Now we need to plot a course. I've got a red marker over here. It looks like another red marker
You're
out
gonna
there.
go leave that go down, leave that red marker to starboard, and then you're gonna turn to the right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Ahoy mateys! Today should be pretty smooth. We got on the water pretty early, got a good start out of here, and it's all inland waters. Today's gonna be pretty awesome. So, as promised, I owe you a tour of this amazing boat. This is a Cruisers Yachts 3750, launched in 2003. So this boat is really great. The interior is like a plush hotel, and the exterior is built for purpose and for comfort. There's just so much space, and it has these plexi doors that lead to the side walkways. Yeah, there's two of them, right there and in front. Those are awesome. They lock in place. They open and lock. It's amazing. Behind us here you have all of this window space, including some screened isinglass. You can roll up the isinglass and have a nice insect screening so nothing can come through and ruin your night. You have this hatch in the transom that'll take you down to the swim platform, which has its own dock box attached. It's great for getting close to the dock so you can throw a line, and it's just perfect access to everything you need to without being too far away from the action. The entire deck space is surrounded by isinglass. It's so nice, with zipper hatches everywhere that you can roll it up and get a better view if you want, or you can be completely closed off from the elements. And it's really laid out very well up here. You have this huge seating area. You can probably fit 5 or 6 people up there in a party. It's long enough to lay down and sunbathe. And all this is canvas bimini. So in theory, you could take all of this off and you could have basically a convertible yacht here. How cool is that? And of course, you have the helm station up here. How are you doing, Rob?
Good, today's a good day.
I've shown off this helm station in an earlier video. There's going to be a link up there and in the description if you want to see a full breakdown of this helm. This chair is really awesome. It's bolstered extremely well. It kept us in one place and in control of the vessel even when we were rocking 25, 35 degrees to each side through the Chesapeake Bay. And finally, we have a little bit of storage area up here. You can lash things down. That is a inflatable dinghy that we have just stored up there. And that's just about it for the deck space of this Cruisers Yachts 3750. Let's go down inside the main cabin and see what's up in there. And going below deck, there is this huge salon area completely sealed off from the outside. You have your galley over here. It's got 2-burner stove, microwave, oven. All of it's just great. It's also got this sink with this unit that comes in and out to give you more space when you need it, but also a sink when you need it. It's little things like that that make boat galleys so unique. It's the utilization of space and the understanding that things are going to change when you're underway, so you need to be prepared. Also has this DC fridge freezer combo. That's super nice. It has latching doors so they don't fly open when you're underway. Forward, you have the forward berth. This is where our captain is staying. It has plenty of storage off to the sides. Little cubby there. And this large bed. There's also hanging storage behind this door. Off to this side, you have your forward head. with a vacuum flush head and a convertible faucet. That faucet is also a shower head that can be put up on that hook and switched into shower mode. So this entire thing turns into a wet head that drains right into the floor. Now, I don't know if we're ever gonna use that, but it is nice to have options. And in front of the forward head, you have this dinette. This is awesome. This is where I've been editing all of my videos. It's so great and kind of underrated to have a flat workspace on a boat. A lot of boats just don't have that because it takes up so much space. But whenever you do have it, it's super nice. And this one does convert also into a berth just by lowering that table and moving the cushions around. That's a little bit of extra work, and we need this table so often, we just keep it as a table. And off to this side in the salon is this huge couch. This is built into the boat, just perfectly fits, so comfortable. This has been my bed for the last couple of days. It's so nice. Honestly, I have zero complaints. And from experience, this little cubby up here has been perfect for all of my stuff. It keeps it from moving, even when we rock around like crazy in some of these sounds and bays. This area, I know it's just a couch, but this has been my home for the last 5-6 days, and I am just so happy to be here that whenever I look at this, this is home. I like it so much. And of course, no boat tour would be complete without seeing the engine room. Underneath, we have two Yanmar inline 6 turbocharged diesel engines. These things are beasts. We've already talked about efficiency being really, really good at lower speeds, but they have enormous amounts of torque and enough power to pick this boat up when you need it and keep it at the speeds that you want. There's two 150-gallon fuel tanks and one diesel that's enough to power everything on the entire boat. Zero problems once that diesel is up and running. Back by the main cabin entrance, toward the aft of the boat, we have the master cabin. This is a queen-size bed, and it's laid against the back wall of the boat, so you're never going to really have too much issues with rocking or tilting when you're back here. Also, a ton of storage on this side, mirrors everywhere. It has so much closet space. It's kind of ridiculous for a boat this size to have this much storage, but it does. I don't know how it does it. And the aft head as well, vacuum flush with its own shower this time. There's no wet head back here. Everything goes into the shower, just like a normal house pretty much. So that's the Cruisers Yachts 3750. This boat is so great for exactly what we're using it for. The Great Loop, or at least part of the Great Loop. Long distance cruising in style, in comfort, with enough power and control to get anywhere you want. It's small enough to be single-handed if you really want to, but a couple is probably going to be your best option. Obviously, the more people you have, the easier it's going to be, but this boat is just the perfect size for a couple looking for adventure, and I'm happy to share this adventure right here. So if you like this tour, you want to see more, I'm posting videos of our trip every single day. All you need to do is hit that red button below that says subscribe. It's completely free. It helps out the channel so much. Leave a comment if you want. I love reading them, and I try to respond to as many as I possibly can. It looks like we're getting underway, so I better get back up top. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Cape Fear River?
Cape Fear River, major commercial artery up to Wilmington.
So that should be the shallow part of Cape Fear behind us. Is that what you said?
Shallow part, well, Cape Fear River, basically that's called the Snow's Cutoff.
What makes that part so tricky?
Well, there's a great deal of current that runs up and down the river, and that's a fairly narrow cut, man-made cut that's been put in. And there's current that runs both ways, but it tends to slow when it hits the two ends. And when that happens, of course, deposition occurs, it slows and drops sediment. And so you get a buildup of sand.
So the bottom is constantly changing, and there's difficult currents to battle at the same time.
Precisely.
And we made a stop over lunchtime to fill up with diesel again, just to make sure we don't run into a problem like we did yesterday. And we were off without a hitch. Look how smooth this is. Just kidding, it was horrible. We had to swap out all 4 fuel filters and I got drenched. But hey, it's fun. So we're coming up on the North Carolina-South Carolina state line. Hopefully going to make berth at North Myrtle Beach. That'll be just across the state line. We've got about an hour of cruising left to go, and let me just show you what I'm looking at here. That is the sun and a lot of glare. It will bleach out your rods and cones in your eyes pretty fast. So what I've done is I've put that vest up on the dashboard to block some of the glare from the water. And I've brought my hat all the way, so all I'm looking at is just a thin little slit that shows me everything I need to see on the water, but it also keeps just enough light out of my eyes that I can keep looking at the screen to see where I am in the channel. Sunglasses, of course, would be good, but polarized sunglasses will block out this screen entirely. So I have to work with what I have, and right now this is working pretty well.
Lines out.
Yep, you want to get out on the swim platform and do that one? Be careful with that.
Yes.
I wouldn't have recommended it, but since we're here, we can work with it. Just bring us a little bit closer. If we end up drifting too far, don't worry about it. Just throw me the line and we'll be fine.
Okay.
But don't worry about holding the boat with all of your strength here.
Okay.
Okay, let go, let go, let go. And now we're stopped right here in North Myrtle Beach, and literally as far as we could go, because they're doing maintenance on this bridge. I don't know how long it's going to be like that. Hopefully they can finish whatever they're doing up tonight and we can get on the water tomorrow. Otherwise we could be stuck here for a couple of days. We'll see.